Hello guys, welcome back to a new episode on how to create a website for your business. So this is pretty specific, but it's business related. And at one certain point, you're going to need to create a website. So either you have already launched an online business and you're thinking of creating a website, or you already have a website. I'm just going to give you all my knowledge, all my best practice I can give out to you guys. I've built like probably around 30 websites, 30 to 50 websites in my online, through all my online businesses. At the moment, I'm only running 2 websites. So one is running on WordPress, which is for my B2B lead generation agency. Nothing crazy. Actually, one agency helped me to do this, but pretty easy stuff, a bit of HTML, but otherwise easy, decent looking. And this is one I've started to do today, which is with a Webflow this time. And so I'm also in the middle of like doing my website stuff. So I just thought like I'd give you everything I know on creating a website. So we're going to see, first of all, why should you create a website? Now, the thing I need you to understand is if you're at the right beginning of your online business venture, creating a website should not at all be a priority. I see this mistake way too many times, whether it's through people I connect to, people who are in my class. They have an idea of an online business, they drop the legal name, etc., and they spend like 1-2 months creating an amazing website with like all the images, all the cool thing, thinking like having this website is going to make them blow up their business. And this is probably one of the most mistake I see all of the time. I think you need to do the mistake maybe like 2 or 3 times to understand, and having a really good website, or even having a website when you're creating your business at first, is completely useless. Like I've made my first, I was lucky, I understand this. I made my first €1,000 without having a website at all, and it didn't change anything. Basically, what you need to focus on is having a great service, making sure people are interested by your service, making sure you're able to make money, and making sure you're able to make money in the time. Once you have all these elements, now you can create a website. But before this, it's completely useless. Basically, if you have a great service, you can go on call with people. So that means you have a good acquisition system. You're able to do like cold emailing, cold DM. People are interested. You pitch them the thing and they buy. Why create a website? Like guys, first make your first €1,000 like this. No point getting all messy with dropping 40 hours and probably like €400 into creating a website. It's completely useless. So don't make these mistakes. Now, if you're making already a bit of money, you have a few clients, and you want a platform to centralize all of your best value, some of the work you did, etc. Now, okay, it makes sense to create a website. It should be the point where your clients maybe are asking, oh, where's your website? People asking, oh, where can I find you online? This is the moment maybe when you should create a business. But before you have a solid business and no one knows about you, don't create a website. Just like have a service, go for as many sales calls as you can, and then create a website. So you need to understand now, once you want to create a website, what features do you want to have on your website. We're going to see that there's different websites depending on different types of activity. Are you going to do e-commerce? Are you going to put some courses on your website? Are you going to be blogging? So there are different types of website for e-commerce. So you're going to sell online merch. You have an agency, so you just want to show your service and what you're capable of on a website. Or you're a solopreneur. You have like one offer, one activity, very simple. Like I do photography, I do content creation, I do ghostwriting for LinkedIn Top Voice. Like one simple thing. This is going to be another type of website, and we're going to see them together. So now, which are the tools you should use depending on your website? Please mind, all of them are pretty much the same. It's usually going to be like 20, 30 euro for a month for a website, plus €15 per year for your domain name. This is usually the price range we're looking at. So I'm not going to give you many options. I'm just going to give you the best ones, because there's no point like you looking at lots of information. Like I've created loads, I've talked to people, I've watched some videos. Those are the best. E-commerce is Shopify, no brainer. If you want to do dropshipping or any kind of, you want to launch your own brand for clothing, go with Shopify, super easy. If you want to launch an agency, a B2B lead generation agency, SMMA, whatever, go for either WordPress, Webflow, or Wix. I would recommend though WordPress or Webflow. Wix is good if you want to go like really quickly, but it's not that solid. WordPress, I think like around 60% of websites or even more are hosted on WordPress. So this has some advantages. This means that if you want to do some really custom specific stuff, you can go on Upwork, Fiverr, and talk to people who are working on WordPress, because there will be so many talent available out there. And if you want to But the thing is, with WordPress is that I find it's like not holding very properly. Like it's not nice to work with. I feel like the interface is not very intuitive, and it's just like you won't take pleasure building a website with WordPress. It just seems very old, and you'd be surprised thinking, oh, everybody uses this. It looks super old. Like I don't like the interface. Now Webflow, it's very more intuitive to work with. Like it's actually nice working with Webflow. So I'd recommend, my personal recommendation is Webflow. Now Wix is really good if you have no experience at all in creating website and you don't want to get like too messy into creating a website. You can go with Wix, but you'll be pretty limited, I think, in terms of SEO and adapting your website to mobile version. Now, if you are a solopreneur and you have one thing, and this is for me the future of websites, and I strongly recommend you to do this, because people think you need to create a website and have loads of page and loads of content, and it gets really complicated for you to create. Now, the best thing I think you should have, and it actually probably converts better than having like a complicated website, is having a one-pager landing page website. People arrive, they see like a video of you explaining how you can help, etc. Then they go down, they see probably some review testimonials of people you've worked with. They see your offer, and then they can book a call with you. Super easy. There's no loads of page, because the more like content you're gonna give, you're probably gonna think, oh, the better it is. But actually, it's also the more content you're gonna put out there, the more reasons they can have to not work with you, thinking, oh yeah, but actually it worked for this client, but I'm different from this person, so this not work. Oh, I've seen this about your background, I don't like this. So just have something like really simple that goes straight to the point. Now, how to create a website very efficiently. There's two ways to do this, and I've used those two ways. So for me, there is if you've got a bit of money and you want to do something very, you need to move quick, and you have no interest at all into building your website. You just want to have a good looking website, but you don't want to spend hours doing it. You can go on Fiverr and Upwork. It will cost you around €500, and just ask for a guy to make the website for you. I've done the website for this. So the guy may be something very professional. He created a model into Figma, said, are you okay with this? Then implemented everything into WordPress. Looks decent. Yeah, it's going to cost you, like I say, between 400 to probably 800. Something really simple. There is more pages than this, but I deleted them. And yeah, so if you just want to have something like done, and it's going to take you 30 minutes, take all the top profile on Upwork, say you have a project, your budget, your time, etc., and you just go on a few calls with them, see which one you have a better feeling with, and drop €500, and they will give you a website. This is your first option. Now, if you actually like building a website, or you want to make something custom, I'm just going to give you like what are the best practice you should do. Number one is build your model into Figma, because when you arrive on your website builder, you want to exactly know what you're going to do. You don't want to waste time, because if you don't have a structure guideline, you're just going to do a page, or actually, oh no, this shouldn't not go there. You're going to delete it. It's just going to be a massive mess. You can go in Figma, and Figma is imagine a big white dashboard, like paperboard or whatever you want to call it, and you can just like draw or do whatever. I'm just going to show you like how you can do something very quickly. So let's say this is your homepage. You can go like this, just showing you like how easy it is to use. Boom, this is your website. Go like this, drop home page, go like this, boom, boom. I'm just so quick. Go like this. Boom, you got your homepage there. Then you can just do some different, like, okay, you got your pages like this, you see, and just you can do like offer, whatever, FAQ and CTA. You can go like this, and then you can like probably like go like this and mix colors, or have your header like this. You just see like it's very easy for you to visualize how to create a website. So first of all, do this using Figma, like don't spend too much time on it. Then you can simply use one of the CMS I told you. If you're here watching this video, you probably have an agency. I'd recommend using Webflow. So you just go into Webflow. This is the website created Webflow, and you'll see it's just drag and drop. Here you have all the elements, and you're just gonna drag and drop a title, drag and drop like a custom code if you want to put something from another software, a photo, blah blah blah. It's gonna be super easy. Or you ask on Fiverr. And then, which are my 3 best practice for me? Like, what were your take for, like, what is the value I want you to keep in mind after this video? Is that if you're not doing e-commerce, so if you don't do it in Shopify, don't spend too much time on your website. Usually, a website, even for agency, is like, it's gonna be like probably like 2 to 3 days where you're really gonna work only on your website, and then it's done. Don't think about it. Like, you've got your website, it's just your business card. You're not gonna make any sales on it unless you're doing like loads of SEO and Google Ads. It's just going to be something people are going to watch before hopping on a call with you. And it's just your really like online business card. It needs to be neat, professional, no mistakes, not too much content. Look, you see with this website, like you see there's not so much context, like so much text. Like there's just like 2 lines here, 3 lines here, 2 lines here. Like you see there's loads of white space, and you see here, this is for me already too much. When I see this, I don't want to read it, so I must correct this. And many of the website you're going to find is going to be this on every single page, and it's just a fucking nightmare. So keep it simple. Only stick to the essentials: testimonial, offer, a video. You want to use templates. The main reason I use like something like Webflow is that you arrive and there are some pre-made templates which are super easy to use. Simply use them, and don't mess too much with them. Just change the title, like go for ones that resonate with you. Change the title, change the photo, change this, and don't mess it up too much. And if you don't mess it up too much, it's going to adapt for your mobile version, which is going to be very easy, and you're not going to have to spend lots of time on it. So just to give you the kind of feedback on this, if you got money, you want to move quick, and you don't care too much about a website, but you know it's important, drop 500 on Upwork or Fiverr, and go on a call with a guy, give him the guidelines, and you'll have a website in a few days. If you're interested into having the skills of building a website, which can be interesting honestly if you're in the online business, being solopreneur, because you might have to do some others in your life, learn the skill. Don't spend too much time on it. Like, make something quick, easy, simple. Don't get messy on it, and understand that having a website is important, but it's not at all the most important thing on your business. So make something like easy for your clients to see, that looks good, and you're proud of.